Hi there, I've been asked to put on a very simple spinach recipe, which if you're in an Indian restaurant, it would be called saag. And you can have saag aloo, saag paneer, or whatever you want to put into it. But I'm just going to make a really simple saag, and I'm actually going to be using frozen spinach, which is dead easy to get at the minute. Again, we've got our basics here. We've got onions, tomatoes, some ghee, some garlic and ginger, and then our usual variety of spices. So you can make it how you want. I've used both turmeric and paprika this time as well, but you can omit one or add them both in with the masala, the salt and the crushed chilies again. And just to the side here, I've got a little yogurt, which you might want to add in right at the end, just in case you feel that your mixture is not as thick as you want it to be anyway. But we'll get going and we'll get the ingredients in first. So as always, we're going to start by putting in, turning on a light maybe would help, putting in our butter, ghee. Again, you can use oil if you wish, or spray oil, but it always tastes better with this. And then pop in your onions as well, and tomatoes. Now, as usual, give that a few minutes to cook down. Now, I don't know about you, but I've always told never to use a metal spoon with spinach. Something to do with, I don't know, something to do with something. But anyway, not to use a metal spoon. So get this going, and I'm going to put a lid on it, going to turn it down, put a lid on it, and then come back and check it in a couple of minutes to see how it's softening down. Okay, I've just lifted the lid. You can see here that's come nice and soft. As always, you can use your little hand pulverizer thing again as well. Now to this, I'm going to add in our garlic and ginger and our dried spices. Now, if you're having it as a main, you probably want to put in the spices I've just put in. But if you're going to have it as an accompaniment to either the potato curry or the chicken tikka that you've made with the breads, you might want to just ease down a bit on the spice so that not everything is heavily spiced, that there's something a little on the mild side. Now I'm just going to add a little boiled water into this. You can see it's just a little bit together. So I'm just going to put some boiled water into this now. Just enough so that we can get it all together. And then all we need to do is pop in our spinach. Try and get them all coated. And then simply put the lid on and leave it for about 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how much spinach you've got in. Come back and have a look at it. The cubes might still look whole, but they'll be soft enough for you to start to separate them, and we'll check back in a sec. Okay, let's take a look at this. I went away and did 5 pieces of my jigsaw puzzle while I was waiting for this. So you can see they all still look whole, but as soon as you break them down, I've broken down nicely, like that. Just mix everything together. It smells delicious. So once you've mixed everything together, put the lid back on and just let that simmer down for about 5 minutes so that everything can come together. And then I'll show you a little hack how to save it for the freezer. Okay, I want to make mine a little bit of a thicker consistency than what it is here. So I've just got in here half a teaspoon of corn flour and some milk. So you can see it's not a lot at all. Just tipping that in, rather than putting the yogurt in at this stage. I think I'll put the yogurt in just before serving. There you go. That looks like it's coming together. Just give that a couple of seconds for that corn flour to cook down. Right. I'll just give that a couple of minutes and then we're ready to plate it. And here you have it, guys, your homemade saag. I'm just going to have a little taster. That's great. Now, if you're not going to serve it that night, just know I'm eating all this on my own tonight. Oh, I had a little bite to that. then a really good way of saving it is to put it in the freezer. But rather than freezing the whole lot, I actually put them into little muffin tins. So I've just put a couple of spoonfuls into each, however you want, and then pop that into the freezer. And then when they're frozen, you can pop them out and put them into a plastic bag, and they'll be individually portioned. And then when it's time for dinner, just take out the portion you want and you put it in the microwave, and you're done. Enjoy!